Hi, I am Logan, and I am just out there trying to find little cool ways or cool meals that I can make for my kiddos. I'm a mom of 5 kids. I live kind of like in the North Carolina area by the beach. So we just recently moved here because we are dealing with a lot of family members that we're kind of trying to get away from them. So it just kind of is one of those ordeals, kind of a little bit difficult. But my kids absolutely love it here. We have lots of friends here that we like to enjoy. There is sometimes where we will actually go through and do beach days, but it's not all the time because, as you know, life gets busy. There's school, there's the holidays right now, but as it sits right now, my kids cannot, they just keep getting sick. They've been strep, they've had little coughs, so I feel absolutely horrible for them. So I decided to kind of find a new little treat for them. I know the chocolate isn't so that very good, but I tell you what, everything else with this recipe I like because they really love popsicles. It's actually pretty cold here right now, so it's probably not something that they're gonna really need just because it's warm or anything. But I thought this would be kind of cool for anybody that wants to have something like this for teething, if they're teething. So I did the Greek yogurt, and then it's more of a strawberry jam that I ended up doing. And it's kind of like a natural one too. So I was trying to get all the organic ingredients. I don't know if that will help. I try my best to keep on top of some of that stuff, but it doesn't always work out. But one thing that I will say is I'm pretty impressed with how well these things actually taste. I was not expecting to like it at all. I tasted one of these. My kids are going to be really excited. They love popsicles. They love ice cream. And my kids do have those little mini ice creams that we will actually give to them a lot of times, if there's something special going on, or we typically have them around. But I just wanted to try something else. And I've been eating yogurt all the time, so I thought it would be a great option to try. So this is me just trying it, but by far really impressed with it. You could switch it up if you didn't like jam or anything. So if you wanted to maybe do a grape or a raspberry one, you could honestly switch it up if you wanted to. But we're gonna try this. My kids love strawberry, so that's why I tried the strawberry one. The gal that I'd actually seen this from, she used raspberry, so we are definitely gonna be trying raspberry because my kids also love raspberry. But as a mom of 5 kids, I try to do different fun activities with my kiddos, or I try new things, because every single time it seems like whether it's a little bit of a dessert, we're not much into cookies or brownies or anything like that. And it's not because I don't make them, because we maybe don't, we just don't eat them. We'll have brownies every once in a while, but my family's just not much into sweets, to be honest, so it's not something that we have to cut back on or anything. But it's to each their own, honestly. We all are people, you guys. Nobody's perfect. And that's kind of what my channel is all about too, is I'm honestly so far from perfect. I just try to make it, to be honest. And I'm trying to share some of my story on here, but I also am all about meeting new moms and kind of sharing my story about, we did move. So we did move from South Dakota to North Carolina. So that was a really big move for us. But we don't regret it. We really don't. But it's mostly because there's a lot of problems that we were dealing with. And it was kind of a story for another day, to be honest. But we love it here. We love that we've kind of created our own little family here in North Carolina. So if you are somebody that is struggling, or if you are somebody that maybe is not sure what to do, or maybe you made the decision to move, I'm here. I'm literally here. I'm all about meeting new people, trying new things. And for us, it's been different. I've never really been to a beach besides the time that we moved here. So it's been really different. It's been an adjustment for sure. My family still hasn't really came and visited us while living here, so it's been a little bit hard for my kids because Grandma and Grandpa don't want to come see them. But it is what it is. Not everybody, we aren't perfect, at the end of the day. But I did recently go through a surgery, so I had a full hysterectomy and stuff. So I just kind of like to share my story, and that's why I started social media. So I'm just trying to share my story and share kind of the ups and downs. I mean, there's not everything, but I like to try and share little bits and pieces. And that way, if I do run into somebody that maybe is going through something that is similar, or maybe they're going through something and they just want somebody to talk to, I'm that person. Definitely. I honestly think that there needs to be a lot more stories like this, because I don't believe everybody's perfect, and it's not always like it is on social media. It's really not. But that's just one thing that I've kind of learned with being on here. And I'm not perfect, I'm far from it, and we still just rent, so we're still trying to buy. So I'm trying to eventually kind of share my story enough to a point that maybe in the future we can buy a house. And I still have one kid at home, the rest go to school. So it's kind of hard because we can't really find a babysitter right now. So my husband is actually currently going to probably be working 2 jobs, which it's fine. And I do like a small business on the side. It's just hard with this economy. Like, it's all crazy. So if you are someone that is there, life is tough, I know. But this is the time to be kind of just doing your best. Just do your best and just keep going, keep showing up. So that's why I try to do little things like I'm doing right now, even if it's just something to make my kids' day. It's always something that I feel like is worth it 1,000%. Like, we don't go out to eat a whole lot. Like, we are not somebody that goes out to eat at all because it's hard to afford things like that. It really is. So for me, it's kind of nice to be able to have something that I can like share my story on and meet new people and kind of create little recipes. Like, for me, I've been creating some recipes that I personally enjoy in hopes that maybe it will help another mom out, or maybe it's something that you find interesting. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do on my channel here. I don't know if it will work, but I'm just over here trying. I started probably a couple months ago, but I'm not very good at posting, so I'm trying to stick to it and post some recipes for you guys and just share some little stories or kind of how it is as a mom of 5 kids, because I tell you what, it is a lot. I look back and I feel like I'm absolutely crazy for having all these kiddos, but I wouldn't take it back for anything, because I tell you what, these kiddos are everything. Like, it definitely makes our life a lot of fun. And as like time goes on, I know that it's going to get easier, because my 3-year-old, she just turned 3. So, I mean, next is going to be potty training and all that other stuff. So I'm really excited for it. And we can't have any more kids. So it's something that is kind of a little bit hard that I've been emotionally struggling with, because I didn't think it would come to this, but it did come to this because I had something. It was an emergency hysterectomy. So it's hard. So I've been kind of recovering from that. I've been trying to figure out life and stuff. So I haven't really felt like myself lately, but it's slowly to the point where I am. So I'm trying really hard to just show up, be there, make some healthy meals, share some tips, share some tricks. That's kind of what it's all about. And I do hope that in the end we do end up getting some sort of a yard, because I tell you what, with these rentals, it is very hard. Like, we don't have a yard right now, and my kids have nowhere to play. So I'm dreaming over here, but I tell you what, I do feel like it's nice to get to know people. And one thing that I've noticed about social media is it's hard, because you're always going to get a little bit of judgment. But in the end, for me, I want to be able to share my story in order to hopefully help somebody else out is my goal. That's my goal. I don't know if I will achieve that goal, but I'm going to try. And this is something that I've been impressed with this. Like, I ate quite a few of them. I'm going to have to make more for my kids. But they were so excited because they were helping me. And they were asking me what I was doing, and they thought it was brownies at first, because we do occasionally make brownies, but they're like, hey mom, that's pretty cool. But like, my daughter has not been feeling good at all, so she doesn't feel like eating a whole lot, so I figured this would be perfect and it would help her teeth. So that's why I decided to try these out. And it does have a little bit of that, it's like that strawberry jam that I said at the beginning, so I'm gonna see how she likes it, and I'll have to like let you guys know. But I think that she's gonna like it. And the chocolate was probably just something that I didn't need, but I thought it would be kind of cool to add it. But I've seen so many people use these for yogurt, and I have an ice machine, so I don't really need this ice thing. So I was actually going to get rid of it because it was just taking up space. But I think instead I'm going to do this. I'm going to make you could adjust it if you wanted something that was maybe a little bit bigger. So if you had like a bigger ice cube tray, you could use it with that. But I just used this small one, and I think it's the perfect size. Like, it's the small little ice cubes, and then you can also put it in the container below too. So I really like this ice cube tray. So if you're kind of looking for one, but that's kind of what I decided to use. You could definitely change it up though. And I did have to melt the chocolate because I just used like chocolate chips. You could change up the chocolate too if you wanted to use like the other slow melting chocolate. I just used what I had on hand, so I didn't have to like go to the store or anything. Because she has not been feeling good. She's been like sick nonstop this last like week over the holidays. She just has not been feeling good. So I don't know if that's happening, or I don't know what's going around, but it is crazy. It is absolutely crazy. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And I'm gonna try to keep posting, but this is just, I'm gonna try. I can't make any promises, but I'm gonna really try. Have a good rest of the day.